Hi, this is our first Marzano frame, Academic Vocabulary. You're going to be wondering who Marzano is. This is a picture of Robert Marzano. He is a leading researcher, trainer, and speaker in the field of education, and he is the gentleman who developed this way of learning academic vocabulary. You'll notice that every one of your classes is represented by, on the cover here. You've got Visual Arts, Language A, which is English, Phys Ed, Language B, which is your foreign language, Math, Science, Performing Arts, and Humanities. Be sure and label your cover. You want to put your name, grade 7, and your team laureate. And if it is lost, if your book is lost, I would like you to put Miss Kempf's name there. She is right across the hall from me. And make sure you spell her name correctly. It's Miss capital K, it's a proper noun, E-M-P-F. She's in room 226. Go to the second page of your Marzano notebook, and that's the Language A table of contents. Language A is for English, and reading comes under the English umbrella. And write textual evidence as the first term and the date in which you are watching this presentation. Then up in the upper left-hand corner, you want to turn the page and go to your very first Marzano frame. Up in the left-hand corner, you're going to put number 1. The term is textual evidence, so write that. You might have to write small. And then the date is, for me, it's the 17th when I'm doing the presentation. You write the date that you are watching this presentation. Step 2 is going to be your understanding of the term. It says either describe or description. It's just underneath where you labeled textual evidence. I want you to write for 2 minutes what your understanding of textual evidence is. Stop the presentation or pause it. Take 2 minutes to write what your understanding is of the word, and then after you're finished with that, put a slash. Welcome back. After you've written your description, you've put a slash, and then I want you to write down kind of the teacher's definition of what textual evidence is. Text used to support an argument or position that is taken from another reading or graphic element. And a graphic element isn't necessarily a picture. I'm meaning more like a chart, like a pie chart or a bar graph, something like that, that has probably statistical data that will help you when you're putting together your essay or research paper. Under your description, you have some related terms that you need to put. The first one is citation, and you will probably remember this from your paper that you did on your career, your chosen career with your English teachers last year. And citation comes in the body of the text, and it also comes at the end of the paper in a bibliography or a works cited page. Textual evidence, another way that I think of it are supporting details. Textual evidence or supporting details help to bolster the argument that you are making. Quotation marks are put around words that are not your own, so that the author realizes that these words are taken and being used by you, but they are another author's words. Summary and paraphrase, when you don't want to use the author's exact words, but you want to use that author's idea and you'll be giving citation again, you can summarize and paraphrase, and we'll be getting into those a little bit later on. Okay, the visual drawing. I don't want you to worry one little bit about the the drawing or the symbol that you draw here. This is your personal choice. It could be a symbol, a drawing, just some kind of a graphic image that helps you remember and make a connection with what textual evidence is. One thing that we did talk about in class is the fact that text, it comes from usually a book or these days in electronic form. And then evidence. Evidence is seen in a lot of TV shows, for example, with police officers or detectives, private investigators, and in court with attorneys and judges. The final step then is to rate your understanding. So if you feel like you really need a reteach, then you're going to pick number 1. That means you still really have no idea about what textual evidence means. Number 2 means you're getting a grasp on it, but you still have a few questions. 3, you feel very comfortable with the information that was presented today, and you are moving toward maybe number 4, which is I am so confident and I know even more than the information that was presented today. I feel so confident I could teach this to another student so that they could fill out their Marzano frame. So 1, no idea. 2, I'm on my way. 3, I'm confident with the term. 4, I am so confident I could teach it. So rate what you're doing here, and I look forward to having our next Marzano frame, which is going to be inference. So I will see you next time for inference.